Yo, what is poppin', everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Say That Podcast.
That's crazy,
man. Yo,
Sunday
we got the
show. Crazy.
Yo, we got the Trinity in the building today.
The Holy Trinity.
I got the whole team here. I'm feeling myself. Yo, but we got a mogul in the fucking building, man.
Different man.
This is three times.
Hey, let me just say, the first time he came in here, he was worth for one thing. The second time, it tripled. The third time, it quadrupled. Now it's like,
yo, you're the first man in Say That history to three-peat.
The three-peat.
Two-peat and three-peat. He repeated and he three-peated. He's like Kobe, bro.
Technically, yeah, three-peat. Yeah,
You three-peated, big bro.
Because we dropped two previous episodes, but this one going to be on YouTube.
Facts.
But ladies and
First
gentlemen.
one on YouTube, though, right?
Yeah, 100%. That's why I got him in here. But if they don't know by now, though, don't say this, say that. But yo,
who
like
we got
said,
in, man?
Like we said, he's back. The mogul, the man, the myth, the legend, Jeffrey Pena, Majestic Trades. What's going on, bro?
Appreciate y'all for having me, bro. P, thank you. Mike, thank you. A, appreciate y'all, man.
Of course.
Thank you for having me back on the third time, man.
Of course.
Hey, thanks for wanting to come on the platform.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
it's funny
Always
because from the people that we, and no disrespect to nobody, but the people that want to be on the show, they don't got a story, bro. I was just telling somebody, I'm like, what you got to understand, it's not just that we want one person that does one thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We need somebody who's going to come in with a story, who's constantly elevating themselves. That's going to help us elevate. Because we got to put in an hour or two of production, 3 hours of that, and this labor. It's not just a fucking interview that you see.
Yeah, it's not no 7 News interview, bro.
There's work behind the scenes, bro, that people don't know about.
Right.
I'm sure y'all put in, you know what I mean?
Facts.
So definitely. But, dog, no matter where I go in life, bro, no matter where life takes me, dog, I'm always come back here. So
Hey, that's certified. He said that.
Facts, bro. So how you been, bro?
Y'all was fucking with me before the blow up. So
that's what I'm saying.
Bro.
Hey, right before. That was bad luck.
That was so
I think that was y'all, bro. Y'all
Hey, you
get your business up.
That first episode is still our most viewed on Anchor and Spotify. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
damn, that's
facts.
an honor, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
You're a killer, bro.
That's a
You're
whole
a killer.
honor, bro.
That really,
You're a killer.
yeah.
Every time we look up, it's somebody else.
Yeah.
It's somebody else.
Yeah.
And how you know it's working? It's for me. It's been somebody close to me. Well, I'll get a call like, "Yo, bro, I'm on the chat now. You know, I signed up. I'm doing this."
Yeah.
Hey, and I'll be like, "Damn." You feel what I'm saying?
Doing it,
It's just one of those things that's how you know, hustle, hard work is paying off, especially in the city where we from the same city. We not even from the same town or whatever, but somehow it's getting back to me.
It's at the same time, yeah, that's all it is, man. Word to mouth is definitely my best, marketing way, if you will.
It's the best. It's the best because it's cost effective, and places like, for example, the Ritz-Carlton, right?
Yeah.
If you know, but you've never seen a commercial
For the Ritz.
for the Ritz.
No.
But if you know, you know.
Exactly.
Like
Type of thing.
Lambos don't have commercials either.
Nah, because they ain't watching TV.
Exactly.
They ain't watching TV. The people that be driving them. That's what I was always been told. So that's why, you know what I'm saying?
That's
But I do always tell people, before you recommend it to anybody else, I want you to try for 2 weeks. Show results. Let me show you results. Then you can, go to whoever you want to refer and, look, the results are real type of thing.
Right. Absolutely. So the first time we brought you in, was you at 100 yet?
Nah, I was at 70.
70.
Change,
So then we got you second. You was on your way to your original goal of 200.
200.
Now you win. Now you far past that goal, bro. So talk about that. How was that feeling?
It's amazing, bro. Because honestly, when I first started, my original goal was 200. So,
And that was been said many times. Yep.
17. So 4 years.
And we're talking about subscribers, right? For our listeners, we're talking about people who subscribe to
my company.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the original goal, was 200, and 200 seemed like a mountain. You know what I mean? Like, damn. Like,
Oh, yeah, of course.
but it's like that snowball effect. You know what I mean? It's hard at the beginning, but then once it gets rolling, it gets rolling. So, yeah, it took 4 years, though. That's why I always tell people, shit don't happen overnight, man. No matter what you're doing, just keep grinding. Don't give up.
Absolutely not. Humble in beginings.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
and that's one of those things, because you were saying your biggest business, or it comes from word to mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
I just feel like, I don't pay for it. You know what I mean? Like, people just refer people.
Is that because of the high level of customer service?
Customer service, and I think, the accuracy of, my product. I hit at an 80+% rate.
I see you pumping your chest on that too, man.
Yeah,
like,
bro,
good shit,
heavy.
you should.
Yeah, that's heavy because, in what I'm involved in, if you're hitting at like a 52, 53, it's like, oh, shit, I hit at 80+, so you know what I mean? I'm going to fucking beat the shit out of my chest.
Absolutely.
Saying that, you know what I mean?
Now, how you getting that number? Because I know for a lot of people who are doing it independently and you know maybe are doing 1-2 trades or one, is it because of the low volume of trade, or is it just because of your research is so good?
I think it's because of my research and specifically my system. So I'm very particular with shit. Like I said, it's about almost 240, I think, on the chat. I'm not sure what the exact number is right now.
Right. Going up by the minute.
On average, exactly, yeah, going up by the minute. On average, you know, people have some people have, you know, 2,000, 4,000, 5,000. So some people have 50,000. So on average, if you do, let's say everybody on average has 10,000 in their account, you know, average.
Right.
If there's 240 clients, I'm managing $2.4 million every morning.
Right.
So I have to be very precautious with how I'm telling people where to buy in at, where to exit at. So for me, I'm very particular about, you know, entering and exit points. So I think that's what causes me to be, you know, so accurate, is the fact that I'm not jumping into just anything. You know what I mean? I don't tell my clients to just jump into any stock. Like, it has to fit our system for us to buy into it. So I think that's why.
Right, absolutely. And speaking of your system, you're doing something for the first time ever, something that you probably didn't even think you were going to do.
I didn't want to do.
I was going to say you didn't want to. We talked about it before on the pod. We was like, you know, you feeling? You was like, But now it's coming true. You're teaching a class your system.
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
What's going on with that?
Amazing.
You know what I'm saying? And this, let me tell you, everyone on YouTube, this is a once in a lifetime thing.
For seats real. Already filled, so I
right,
can't
exactly. You can't. Just done. Bye.
There's no promo to be made.
Right.
I can't promote that.
It's over.
No, yeah, it's literally, you want this? Fine, let's go.
You gotta wait for the next bus, bro.
Right.
I don't even know if there's gonna be a next.
Nah,
bro, I didn't want to do the first one. You know, I was convinced by one of the clients, you know, who constantly asks questions like, how do you find them? How do you do? What do you do? I'm like, bro, and he's like, yo, just teach a class, or you might as well. I'm like, bro, I don't want to teach a class. I'm not good with teaching, bro. Like, I watch people teaching, like, you know, middle school. Like, I have friends who are middle school teachers, and I'm just like, how the fuck do y'all do that?
Yeah, all them kids and shit.
Yeah,
like
so
that.
I'm just like, I don't know, bro. And then, you know, I was like, all right, cool, I'll do it. And, you know, I was like, fuck, I don't know how to price this, though. Because, you know, this is my time and effort that I put into this for 4 years. Of the company.
And I must say, it's multi-million-dollar idea, too.
You
know what I'm saying?
Exactly. At the same time, it's a multi-million-dollar system, basically. Right. And I've worked on this shit since 2014 when I first started looking at the market. So it's like, how do I price this shit out? You know what I mean? I don't want to put no crazy-ass price either. So I settled on, you know, $1,900. So it was $1,900, 8 hours. We're going to be in a conference room, basically. And I'm just going to be live trading with them so they can see my screen. I'm going to show them, you know, all my tricks and secrets and how do I find them and all that.
So it's going to be something that's electronic, or is it something like with a physical location where people pull up?
No, it's a physical location.
Physical location.
Yeah, physical location.
And it's a one-day thing, that whole 8 hours?
Yeah, the full 8 hours. So we're going to start at 8 a.m. and we're going to finish at 4 p.m.
Yeah, blow.
That's
and
a whole
you get
shift.
free food, you get free drinks. I'm providing drinks, food, everything, snacks, and all that.
Shit, for $1,900? No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Nah, yeah. So yeah, it was an amazing feeling.
Are you concerned? And this is just me thinking. Like, are you concerned that maybe it would be too much for some people to do 8 hours straight?
Not really, because I mean I'm gonna have breaks in between as well, so it's not just gonna be full 8 hours of going.
Makes sense.
And then on top of that, what I'm providing people is the video of it. So I'm gonna have like a professional videographer. He's flying out from Cali. Shout out to Johnny.
Wow.
He's flying out from Cali just to record this specific session that I'm doing. And what I'm gonna do is provide this to all the students that were in the classroom, so that they can go back and rewatch.
Dope.
You know what I mean? Like, fuck, I forgot what he said. All right, cool. Let me go back and watch the video. So
it's an experience too, and you get to be with the same people that you're in that chat with.
Yeah.
So I think it provides people a level of comfort once they get out of that classroom to not only reach out to you, but when, you know, John finds something else in the program and, you know, or maybe in a different industry, I feel comfortable because I met him and I know he took the course.
And he was there with you.
And he was there with me, so he understands it just like me. So if John makes a call out, I feel comfortable trusting John now. So it kind of does help that community grow and build. So that is fine, bro.
And I also wanted to provide, because there's people that bought the class that are from Cali, Florida.
Got it.
So I had to find a way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Zoom the whole class as well for those who aren't there. And I'm going to record it for those who can't be on the Zoom or be in the class, so that they can still see the video of it itself. So I tried to cover all, you know, aspects of any scenario. Like, yo, I can't because... Here, this is the answer for this. You know what I mean? So
that's dope.
No excuses.
No excuses. If you really want it, it's there. And I sold out. I originally put out 12 seats because that's what the person who's renting me the conference room was like, yo, there's only 12 seats available.
Got it.
I'm like, all right, cool. So I put out the 12 seats. The 12 seats sold out in the first 10 days.
Yeah.
Wow.
Gone.
It's so.
So
Jeff.
I'm like, I was like, yo, can I get 6 more seats? And he's like, yeah, but you're not gonna be able to bring them in. So the last 6 seats ended up selling in like, I think it was like a week or some shit.
So you mentioned earlier that a successful conversion rate, at least from the perspective of people that are doing similar things as you, is like up to 50% or maybe like a little bit over 50, but you're hitting 80%, and you're also putting together the class and stuff. What is the goal? Is the goal for other people that attend the class to start their own investing company?
Yeah.
That's the goal?
To not need me. That's the goal at the end of the day. Because I mean,
That's amazing.
In a year, you know what I mean? Paying at $70 a month, you're talking about $840 that they're paying me. If they do it with me for 3-4 years or whatever, you know, they're paying X amount. Whereas though, if they learned the system, they could just do it on their own. They wouldn't need me. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm thinking I don't want to do it more than one time because then motherfuckers aren't gonna need me.
That's what I'm saying. Usually they take clients.
There's a specific amount that, you know, I wanted to let into the class. 'Cause, I mean, I could be, you know, a greedy dickhead and be like, yo, there's 100 seats. Everybody come in. But
Yeah,
like,
nah, it's exclusive
no.
shit. Nah, this is exclusive shit.
Nah, this is exclusive. First come, first serve.
That's what I'm saying.
It also lets you identify people that are serious about this.
Shit.
And so, I mean, in unlikely stories, you could find somebody who you're like, you know what, this dude got something, or this person is that interested that they're also going to quit their job, or they already quit their job and they work remote or something like that. And maybe you want them a part of the team, or maybe when you start expanding your team, you go, you know what, that guy took my class. You know what, he's doing something a little similar, but I still fuck with the niggas.
I like the fact. I really don't care because at the end of the day, my goal was, you know, to provide knowledge to people and just help people out. People are like, yo, you could do it. So then why don't you do it for free? It's like, I'm not going to do it for free. Like, I want people to succeed, but I'm going to try to.
I need to eat too.
That's what I'm saying.
I need to get something too. You know what I mean? Because if I wanted to, I could have been, you know, a selfish person and just done my trading myself. Never opened up a company, just kept my system to myself, you know, did my own trades without even starting the company to allow people to become clients. So that was a possibility for me. I didn't choose that route. I decided to, you know, share the wealth, if you will, and share the knowledge.
Well, you've always been adamant about putting money in people's pockets 100% with this system.
Yeah,
I think that's one of the very goals of Majestic Trades. And then when people say, you know, they ask me a question, I'm like, listen, it's true. You know, I personally done it. I see it from the outside though, and I understand. You know, talking to the man himself, it's true.
Yeah,
it's living legend shit. It really is.
And that's one of the things too that I always try to tell people is like, yo, I'm not. You know, like one of the people that do what I do is Tim Sykes. You know, you can't call Tim Sykes on his cell phone.
Yeah.
You can pick up your phone and call me if you have my phone number, you know, or you can shoot me a DM on IG and I'll respond.
Right.
You do that with any other people who do what I do and they're not going to reply. So one of my biggest thing is customer service.
Absolutely.
And that's one of the biggest drivers of not word of mouth.
Yeah, word of mouth. Yeah.
That's one of the biggest thing because as Alex said, is like the experience. And once somebody has an experience, it's not tangible, but you can't take that away from somebody.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so they're always gonna remember that. They might not remember your name, they might not remember how much profit they made, but they'll remember how you made them feel. So
that's a fact. That is a fact, though.
And a big thing he actually did this year. You turned down a big deal, big $1 million deal for your company. Take us through the
stupid motherfucker.
But seriously, take us through the decision.
Don't ever
you know
get
what
the
I'm saying?
chance to even turn it down.
Yeah,
so people never
saying.
get the chance to even have the option.
To even build that company.
Bro, it was not easy, bro. Let's get that shit.
So tell us about that experience, man.
So the guy that made the offer, he wasn't. I flew out to Cali to meet with him about something else. Jay, his name's Jay. I'll call him Jay Cohen. Shout out to Jay.
Shout out
Jay.
Yeah,
Jay, you should come on the podcast, Jay.
I think he's flying in for the class actually. So if he does, I'll
hell yeah, because you already recommended Jared and James there.
Jared's the one that put me on to Jay. So Jared knows
there you
him.
go. It all goes around.
Yo, shout out Jared too, bro.
Jared,
that's my guy,
James,
bro.
yes, sir.
For real.
His shit with the hemp farm. He's doing.
For real, I see him, bro. Shout out to Jay,
I need some of that.
He's doing it heavy, bro.
Get us a sponsor.
So Jared and I flew out there to meet with Jay in regards to Amazon logistics company, that's what Jay does. He has like
drop shipping and stuff like that.
No, he like has it's basically like a franchise for Amazon. So you know the gray Amazon vans?
Okay.
He owns 40 of them shits. So they're like routes. And Amazon pays him to deliver the packages and stuff. So me and Jared flew out there, to talk to him about that in regards to trying to have that, but here in Boston. So when we met up about that, I started telling him like what I did and stuff. But he had already been trying out like the company, so he had already subscribed to the company, so he saw, the product, and he saw
the potential and everything.
Yeah, exactly. And while I was out there, I had told him, nobody knows this, but before that, I had told him that somebody wanted to buy the company and they were offering me X amount. And he was like, what? And he grabbed his phone, bro. He pulled out his phone. He started doing some math. And he goes, what were you at last year? Okay. In the last 12 months you went? Okay. And then he flipped the phone over and he goes, what does that say? Bro, the phone said $3.2 million. And I'm like, the fuck is that? He goes, that's what your company's worth based off of, past
projections
growth,
and
past growth
projection,
and projections.
projection. Okay.
He goes, that's what. So you better not even think about taking that off. Da, da, da. So then whatever. So that happened. Then I want to say like 30, 40 minutes later, I don't smoke, but Jared does.
No, of course.
He made it real clear. I don't
that
smoke.
Cali
First
Kush,
and
bro.
foremost, because what I'm about to say is not. I don't smoke. Let's just say that. We go to Melrose and we go to Cookies.
Okay.
While we're
Yeah, I
in
know
Cookies,
yeah.
while we're in Cookies, the offer comes in, and what Jay said was 1.5 and a 6-figure salary, which over 3 years. So it would have been 200,000.
There you go. I would have been at the crib. I would have smoked for the first time.
So then the offer comes in, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I had an outer body experience for the first time. I'm just like, bro, what the fuck is going on? So
Those were them gummies, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
bro, I was like,
Like,
what the
Kush,
fuck, bro? And then, yeah, my phone started fucking blowing up after that because Jay, he posted the offer on the actual post. Like, if you go on my IG, like, it's under.
I saw, yeah.
It's under the post. That's where he made the offer. And then he texted me. He was like, I'm dead serious. And I was like, motherfucker, I know you're dead serious. I know you have the funds.
That's crazy.
So that's
crazy.
That shit happened on Friday. So me and Jared flew back. I had 6 hours on the plane thinking about this shit. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Da, da, da. But Jay's such a cool dude that he was like, yo, don't rush it. Think about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's a big decision. Think about it, whatever. He said that shit to me on Friday. He calls me Tuesday and he goes, yo, have you made a decision? The check's ready with your name on it. I was like, damn.
Jay or the dude that made the offer?
Jay.
Jay is
Not
the dude
Jared.
that.
Jay.
Jay is the dude that made the offer.
Jay is
Oh,
the dude that made the offer.
I'm referring to Jared. My fault.
Yeah.
My fault.
Jay, no,
That's what I'm
Jay
saying.
called
He sell
me.
you that Kush, bro?
Yeah, seriously. No,
I ain't seen Jared since we interviewed him.
shout out to Jared.
Facts.
But yeah, he called and was like, yo, the check's ready with your name on it. Have you made a decision yet? And I was like, that's when me and you had just met
Yeah.
for the engagement thing.
Yeah.
So I was planning to get engaged already. So my mind was not,
Yeah.
I wasn't all there. So I'm like, fuck, I got to get this engagement right. I got to get this
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
For
Thank you,
real,
bro.
congrats.
Yeah,
It was
had
a
to
beautiful
go all out.
video.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro. I had to go all out for her,
Absolutely.
Me and her have been together for fucking 13 years now, so
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
it was only fucking
Had
right.
to be fitting.
Y'all heard that sexy ass voice in the
La
beginning.
familia.
At the beginning of the video, Mike's voice is on that video. That's my engagement video.
I gotta go back and watch it because
Watch it. You
Yeah.
can hear him. He's like, "Yo, so tell me about Scarlett." Like, da da. And then that's when I go in.
That's fire. That's
Oh,
fire.
Yeah.
Me and Mike recorded that shit. And
We
then
was about
threw
to
that.
drop an album and shit, but he backed out.
But yeah, so I was already, my mind was running, and then I ended up making the decision while I was in DR to turn it down. So I shot him a text, and I told him, I was like, "Yo, I appreciate the offer and everything, bro, but like right now I can't. Like I can't sell it."
And you was on vacation with your fiance at the time?
I was on vacation. We was in DR. I had proposed, and then 2 days later is when I decided. I proposed on the 9th, and then on the 11th is when I said no.
Yes,
to the
yeah.
offer.
Obviously, without not exposing too many things, what was the leading thing that led you to declining the offer?
He's a businessman. He's a smart ass motherfucker. He's hands down the smartest person that I've ever met, business wise. Yeah. That I've personally shook his hand, talked to, have his phone number. Smartest person.
So if he was willing to offer you that, it's because he know he can make 10
he
times.
knows that there was potential there. So.
Yeah.
And he made me the offer. We were at 150 clients. Now we're at 234 clients.
Okay.
Wow.
So
Okay.
And also, he was gonna give you a salary. He wasn't.
gonna
Just,
give me a
He
salary.
wasn't just gonna give you just. That's.
He wasn't.
He
just
was
buying
putting you
out.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was putting.
he was putting me on exactly at the same time. So if you
But
think
you-
about it, it was 2.1 that he was offering.
Yeah.
Because he was offering me 200,000 for 3 years.
Right.
So it would have been extra 600,000 on top of the 2.5.
Yeah, but that one is distributed.
But
That
he
one's
did it for
distributed
3 years, but
different.
still, to go.
Yeah, that's still a lot of money, but it's just
Now, were you Did you talk it over with your wife?
What?
Did you talk it over with your family? I don't know. Mom, dad.
I kept it in house, but I did get calls from motherfuckers I hadn't spoken to in years.
Ooh, talk about it. I gotta hear this. This is my
The
favorite.
the fucked up part is that like in the business that I'm in, I had to promote it so that people see.
Right.
Yo, my shit. This is not.
This is
a game.
legit.
Like, this is for real. Like I'm out here. This is real. Like
And the smart marketing thing to do because of course it's like
I could have been humble and been like, oh, like,
because you promoting on like an IG platform is the same when a big industry company gets it and they put it on like Wall Street Journal or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same thing because
Right.
they do it to get more eyeballs.
yeah. At the end of the day, I had to just for the marketing wise, like oh shit.
That's smart.
And as soon as I started promoting that, like yo, like my company was valued at 3.2. People was like, oh shit, Jeff, the class clown, like this shit, he's really okay. Let me try it. You know what I mean? Like people started trying it and numbers started going up because of it. So it's like I had to promote it. So that was a double-edged sword though, because people that I didn't want to know that information found out about that information. So then it was like, yo, shit, bro, da da da, like you're a millionaire now, and I'm like, nah, bro, don't start saying that shit.
Don't start calling me that.
Don't start saying that
You
shit.
said
Nah,
you're a
fucked up.
millionaire
Bro,
now,
that's-
bro. You didn't
yeah,
even
no.
take the offer.
I didn't even take the offer. Like people don't understand that shit. People
Yeah.
just see that and they're like, yo, he's a millionaire. And it's
Nah,
just,
so you're a
Nah.
millionaire.
People don't
That's it.
understand
Gotta
that
go
like
by the
whatever
bank.
your company's worth, that's not like your net worth. Like
Yeah,
it
like-
takes money
Yeah.
to keep the
not
thing
liquid.
going.
Yeah, it's not
So,
liquid. That's what
exactly. It's
people
not
It's not-
liquid.
yeah,
Unless you
exactly.
sell everything like you were supposed
Like
to.
I sold it,
Then you liquefy it. But
Yeah.
otherwise, it's just
Nah, it's just the value of it.
exactly. It's a
Right.
cash generating.
Now, what was the worst call? Like, what was the worst call?
People calling me for money. Like I'm broke, nigga. I'm still broke too, bro. What the fuck?
You kidding me?
I'm still working.
They
I'm
still
working
calling
on my
him like,
name,
bro.
He said, "I'm working like you work."
Still
Why?
working like you. What the fuck?
Like literally.
Like no, bro. Now the worst. That honestly, even before this even happened, I'm gonna tell you a story. My cousin's probably gonna see this, like I said in this other podcast. But
Yeah.
whatever. This story
It's been
fucking
hot.
affected me heavily, so I need
Yeah.
to share it.
air them out, air them out.
But-
If you was in the story, it's your story. You
If
can tell it.
I'm not gonna say his name, but if you know,
You know.
But I'm in the barbershop getting a haircut, and my cousin walks in, and I get my barbershop basically in the hood. Let's call it.
Claro.
Those
So
are
I'm
the best
getting my-
barbers.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm getting my cut there, and my cousin walks in. He's like, "Oh shit, da da da." Like, how you been? This and that. And he sits, where the people sit to wait for their
Yeah.
haircut. And he looks at my barber, and he goes, "Local." He goes, "Yo, you cutting the hair of a millionaire right now?"
Nah, that's
Bro,
That's
hilarious.
fucked up.
I'm like, bro,
That's
you don't
fucked.
say
Yeah,
that
you don't say
shit,
Nah.
bro.
In the middle of the hood. In the middle of the
In the
hood.
middle of the, and I'm just like, bro, you don't say that type of shit. You know what I mean? Like, don't say that because people really gonna think I have.
Yeah,
that
it brings
and I
attention. It
don't.
brings attention.
Like, I'm not a millionaire, bro. Like, I got the offer. I said no to it. That doesn't mean that I have $1 million in my bank account.
That's
That's what I'm
hilarious.
saying.
You
Like,
had the opportunity.
I had
Yes.
the opportunity, but I turned
Yeah,
it down.
it's different. Yeah.
I'm not a millionaire, but that shit fucked me up because it's like, yo, and not only that, but like, this thing is wild, but like, I noticed people like talk to me differently. Like, they're like, oh, like, he's a millionaire now. It's like, bro, no, I'm still the same
Yeah.
Jeff, bro. Like,
Yeah,
nothing
yeah.
has changed. If
No.
I didn't make that public, you would not have known that
Exactly.
Right.
that my company was worth this.
And you couldn't
amount.
tell by looking at me.
You wouldn't
Right.
be able to tell because I'm still goofy. I'm still saying jokes. So, like,
They
you know
love
what
it,
I
though.
mean? Like, that shit irked me because it fucked me up because people started not treating me differently, but like trying to talk to me like they walking on eggshells or some shit. Like I'm somebody fucking important or this motherfucking.
Like they don't want to fuck up
Like
their
they don't
bag
want
with
to fuck
you.
up. Yeah, like
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
Because they're gonna ask you for a favor one day, and they're like, I want to be on this good side, so
Yeah,
that
and it's like, bro, you don't gotta talk to me like that, bro. I'm a normal person still, regardless, even after the offer. Like,
You know, it's crazy because it takes a lot of courage, and I commend you for it. Because in the past, people that don't really come from a background of financial literacy, like Mike Tyson is the first person that comes at hand. When Don King put them stacks of money in front of him, he didn't even read the contract.
Yeah.
He just saw all that money up front. He's
signed
like,
that shit. What the fuck?
yeah, and little did he know he was getting fucked.
but heavily,
You know what I mean? So it takes courage, when you see that amount of money
yeah, that
to say no.
it was a life changing amount, bro. I could have changed my kid's life, my life, my fiance's life.
Hey
But
man, give it 2 more years and watch.
At the same, exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like at the same time, it's like, okay,
And you still
That was
what?
the
28? You ain't even in your 30s yet.
Nah,
you know what I'm
he's
saying?
27.
27. Wow.
So it's like, I still
Yeah.
got mad time. So
That's
it's
what I'm
like,
saying.
if I'm at 150, he made that offer. What the fuck would he offer when I'm at 500?
yeah. And you know what's crazy? And I was thinking
That's
about
a
this
fact.
earlier. You have a company that is very COVID friendly. You know what I mean?
I
Like
benefited
and
heavily. As fucked up as it sounds, COVID was a
No,
greatest.
like-
I mean, it's like, you know, you
COVID
gotta
was
call
I
it
was
as it
thinking
is.
about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, bro, the craziest thing
Shout
is
out COVID,
because
man.
you started
Shout
because
out
you started when you
Coronavirus.
started. By the time COVID hit, you were already a pro, so you had the product already bagged and ready to be shipped. And then COVID hit, everybody had nothing but time and some money.
People had no
Time and
jobs,
at the crib.
stimmy checks. They was like, put it in this shit, let's work.
Unemployment,
You know,
what?
exactly.
I know motherfuckers who were getting like 700 weekly, and they just
Eating
they
more
had,
than me.
They had no bills, bro. So they're just like, yo, Jeff, like I've been getting paid, da da da, like for the past like 8 weeks. Like I got like fucking 3,500 or whatever the fuck it was, 4 bands there.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to fuck with you. There was at least like 6 people that I know that were like that.
Yeah,
And it was just like COVID was very friendly to me. I know a lot of people died and a lot of people, you know.
Oh, yeah,
that's-
yeah, it
that-
is what- yeah.
We're not saying.
At
Well,
the
we're just
same
saying the
time.
fact that.
I just
For
got
business.
I gotta be careful with the shit I say because I ain't trying to be on camera.
No, of
Oh,
course.
no, yeah,
Well, 'cause it's the
exactly.
same thing
COVID was
with
amazing.
Zoom.
Like, nah,
You know what I
bro.
mean? Like
I didn't say
Zoom
that.
was. It just happened to be the. Perfect
I didn't even hear of
app.
Zoom before COVID.
Exactly, but it profited so much
Heavily.
off of a COVID reaction.
Yeah,
we're not
nah, they
saying COVID.
profited.
We're saying the COVID reaction.
The reaction.
Exactly. So it's the same thing. I was thinking of that on the way here, and I'm like, man, what a time.
Yeah,
you know,
it
like
was just perfect timing, bro. And then that was 2020, so the things started picking up in 2020 because of COVID, like you said. Then the whole shit happened with the offer, the valuation of the company, and like that shit started going.
it's going up.
Price going
And,
up.
Yeah, then like through Jay, you know, I met an NFL player. He's Kavari. Shout out to Kavari. He signed up too. So now I got, you know, the backing of an NFL player who's like signed, like he plays for the Saints.
I was just
now.
saying, he just signed to the
Yeah,
Saints,
he just
right?
got signed to the
Good for him.
Saints. So it's like now that solidified me even more. You know what I mean? So it's just like
That's a dope marketing
thing
tool
on
there.
top of another.
Yeah.
And Kavari's mad cool. He's like, he's a cool ass dude. He's like, yo, anytime you want to post me, bro. I'm just like, go ahead, use me. I'm like, yo, I
Nah,
love-
but you know
that's
what?
my brother,
That's
bro.
the
I love
energy
that.
you need right there, because he
Yeah,
knows
facts.
he has a value. And he's
Facts.
like, yo, bro, use it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
use
use
me.
it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, I mean, we're in the podcast world where we want somebody who has value, and then we want to be able to use that value.
At the same
But
time.
exactly, but it's not always like that. Mike and Pete, you guys know how sometimes it's tough when, you know, we might, let's say we get Jordan or some shit, you know, whatever. We get Michael Jordan, this motherfucker, and he doesn't post us afterwards, or he doesn't say anything to nobody afterwards, and it's
There's
like,
nothing.
What
and there's
good was that?
nothing,
No,
and he doesn't take a promo picture. He does, you know what I mean? Things that we could use over and over. It's like, so that's fire that he did that.
You know, you was about to give
People
that
was
away.
tight.
You
All
about to
jokes
give that away
aside,
for
bro,
cheap.
People was tight. People was like, bro, what? I thought he was raffling it off, bro. I'm like, nah, bro.
Not
somebody
no
bought
more. Sorry.
Yeah, my boy, and he's also a producer of mine. He's fire. My man Hayden Acosta bought the last ticket
Yeah, bro.
right before the raffle.
Yeah.
Last seat. He bought the
Yo,
last
shout out
the last
Hayden, bro.
seat.
That's
Shout
what I'm
out
saying.
Hayden, bro.
Hayden,
That's
wow.
last seat, bro, for my class. I was gonna raffle it off, like I said. So I had
hilarious.
so somebody had told me like, yo, you should raffle off the last seat, and I'm like, shit, that's a great ass idea. I had already sold 17, whatever. Like the profit, the last 2,000 wasn't really gonna
Wasn't
make
gonna-
or break.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wasn't gonna
It
do
was
that.
like cool, whatever.
You make that shit back in the morning.
Yeah, so like I
anyway.
would have raffled it off for like 20 seats, $50 per seat, you know, per, you know, raffle slot. So I was gonna raffle it off. So I'm like, all right, cool, yo. If the seat doesn't sell by 8 p.m. tonight, I'm gonna raffle it off tomorrow. Your boy
Hayden Acosta, my
Hayden,
dog.
he jumped on that shit. He was like, yeah, swipe that.
Nah, he's a smart man.
Nope.
He's a smart
With-
man.
he-
Scoopity-doo.
He bought it at 6:30. The clock was gonna expire at 8 p.m., bro.
That's
Wow.
hilarious. It's
That's
funny because
amazing.
I came I went to go visit him the other day, like literally that same day he bought it, and we were just talking. He was just talking, and like right before I left for some reason, he's like, "Yo, bro, I'm taking that class," and that's I didn't even see the class. So he was like, "Yo, I'm taking the class." Oh, I didn't see the raffle or whatever, and I'm like, he's like, "Yeah, bro, honestly, I've been thinking about it, you know, because he's obsessed with this shit. He loves the service. He loves the product. He's like, yo, bro, you know, I really believe in him."
Yeah, I appreciate that.
And so he was like, yeah, I'm going to just, you know, because for a lot of people, if you have an account of like 10,000, to go ahead and spend another $2 on the class, for some people, that's a lot to handle.
And think about what you're gonna make after the class is over.
But that's what you have to think about. It's an
It's a
investment.
long-term investment.
It's
dude.
an
Right.
investment
You're
into
learning
yourself.
what I learned, you know what I mean? And you get to rewatch it over and over.
Well, a college course is about that price.
Yeah, college course.
Yeah,
Well, I've
exactly.
seen the same course for like fucking $5,000, $6,000. I'm like, bro, I can't charge that.
No,
Yeah.
yeah,
You know what I
that's,
mean, there's no fucking way. Like, cool, I might have sold like 1, 2, or 3 seats, but
Nah,
I'm
not
not selling
12.
17 of them shit.
It's just like if it goes
Well-
upwards of 2,000, the percentage of people that will
buy
bite.
it or not. Yeah, that's why I put a specific 18.
But also
I
the
didn't put
experience
19.
you're gonna be able to give them at a certain price point. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
so like at $2,000, like I can provide
18,
excellent service.
$18.99. Don't call it.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah.
$18.99.
Specific number.
It's a specific number. Why is that?
Marketing wise, you have to.
It
I
tricks the
learned
mind, bro.
It's wild. But had I put like 2,199, no, I wouldn't have sold 12 seats in 10 days. But because it's 18, it's like, yo, it's almost 1,000. But like, it's not 1,000. Like, it's not 2,000.
And it works.
And it works. That's why every price that I put up is like, it ends with a 9 and it's like 0.99. So right now I charge $69.99. Well, technically not right now because
Yeah, because we gonna get into that. Yeah,
there's a situation going on right now
Yeah.
where, you know, my legal
some shit,
team,
some hater
my
shit.
legal team got to step in.
You
But
said the legal team.
Yeah.
$49.99.
Someone was on some hater shit with Jeffrey.
Facts. But the original price was $49.99. Now I switched it to $69.99. You know, whatever price I next move up to is gonna be whatever $9.99.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know why.
And you did payment plans too for the class, didn't you? Just give people
yeah,
like
so
a
I
little...
offered that too as well for people. So
That's
Wow.
Yeah, bro. So in case,
Man is on it.
yeah, because I didn't want, you know, some people are like, yo, that's a lot. I can't pay that right now. I'm like, cool, I can break it up for you in 4 payments. Pay me, you know, they did pay a little extra. The people that did do the payment.
Yeah.
Of course.
Which makes
Because,
sense.
It's a convenience fee.
Exactly,
Well,
a
interest,
convenience
and there's
fee.
also interest fee.
Exactly, a
I'm
convenience fee.
bank.
So I gave them the option to pay me in 4 split payments instead of paying the full $18.99 up front.
And you had a lot of people doing that one instead of the full payment, or did you have like more
I
so?
I feel like it was like people paid in full. I think I want to say like 50. I would say 50-50. I'd say it was 50-50 most.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's fire, bro, because I feel like those are opportunities that some people really want. And for real, they might have the family, they might have, and I like that because you're not foreign to those situations. You're
Nah,
not
bro.
far from a situation where you know a guy who wants to better himself, but but the money there and the money here, you know, family, bills, whatever,
Yeah, like
whatever. You just can't do
pull,
it right now.
Yeah, you can't pull from. I've been in those situations, so that's why everything that I do, I try to. I remember those days. I remember those situations when I was in them. So it's like if I would have been in those situations, what would I want someone that's in my position to do for me? I would have wanted somebody to split those payments, nigga. Fucking 8-10 years ago, I'm not paying $2,000. Where the fuck am I paying $2,000?
Not 2,000, not 2,000, not 2,000, not 2,000.
$1,899.
Yeah, specifically, not a penny more, not a penny less.
Like,
Nah,
where am I
but
supposed
for
to
real,
get that
yeah.
money from? You know what I mean? So I always
Right.
try to, all right, cool. If I was in that situation, I would have wanted somebody to split the payments, you know, so I would be able to afford the damn class.
No, yeah.
And I think that's one aspect that, you know, you really should stun on is because, you know, a lot of people when it comes to stock specifically, you know, it's a very competitive game.
Yeah,
you know, people don't like giving these information. They don't like, you know, some like you said, you could have did this all by yourself, so you had no clients, nobody, and just
could've
kept
kept the shit
doing
to
that.
myself. I
But
could've-
you didn't. And I think that's very important to have specifically in stocks. So how are you built differently like that, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I blame my mother, bro. My
I
mother,
blame my mother.
my mother made me the way
your
I
fault.
am, bro.
It's your
She
fault.
made,
Shout out mom,
Yeah,
yeah.
shout out to mom. She made me, you know, care about others as well. You know, she always used to say,
Right.
you know, put yourself in other people's shoes before you say something about them or judge them. So I always try to, you know, how can I help the next person? How can I assist the next person? I'm not a community activist like she is. Like, I'm not out there fucking picket signs and shit, like marching down Center Street. Like, that's not me.
That's not you.
But from, you know, behind the scenes, like, I'll try to help people out. You're like, yo, okay, you can't do this. Like, some people, sometimes they can't pay the monthly fee. They're like, yo, cancel my membership. I can't pay the monthly fee right now. Well, what do you mean cancel? You're good. Don't worry about it. This month's on me. Don't worry about it. If you don't got it next month, let me know. We can work something out. You know what I mean? But I try to help out as much as possible because I know that I'm providing a second or third income to some people. So even if they're trading with just like $1,000 and they're making fucking $200 or $300 a month, like I still know that that's a bill that they don't have to worry about.
Yeah.
Right.
So the way that I look at what I do for people is like, yo, I'm helping them take care of a specific bill or two. You know, somebody's cable bill is fucking $140. Y'all, with Jeff, I made $600, so that pays the cable, my phone, and my car insurance. Like, I don't gotta worry about those 3. All right, cool. Because of me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's just, I like helping people out. That's how I look at it. I don't know. Maybe I'm
No,
fucking-
exactly.
maybe
No,
I'm
no,
tweaking,
no.
but that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
And the class just solidifies that even more, at least for me. because you're giving away your secret sauce. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it's a secret-
To a
it's a
certain
It's a
extent.
legit magician revealing his secrets.
So,
Yeah, literally.
my question to you, a follow-up question with the in terms of the class. I know that you said that you are having like a film crew come through to film it and everything. Now, the final product where it's filmed and everything and edited, is that something that you're planning on selling later, or is just for the people that attended?
No, that's just for the people that attended.
Got it. Okay.
I don't, like I said, if I put it out too much, if I put it out there too much, it loses value. So I feel like it's more of a.
If you know, you know.
Now, did you tell the people who attended don't share the video was for you only, or were you
No,
just
but
like,
everybody's gonna have to sign an NDA and a non-compete before they take the class.
oh, okay?
So
that means that they can't, or
they can't show
they can't.
it.
Okay.
They can't show it to
a
other
non-disclosure agreement?
Non-disclosure. That's what it
Oh,
is.
my bad. NDA is non-disclosure agreement.
Okay, that's fine.
And then the non-compete means that they can't start a company that does exactly what I do to compete with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
they're gonna
so it's
have-
definitely
they-
covering your ground.
Yeah, so they have to sign both forms.
Right.
Legal teams on that.
Yeah, 100%. He's like, hell
He said
no.
legal team is on that.
He said, shout out to legal
My
team.
dumbass would not have thought of that. I'm like,
No, and it's
You
very
know.
smart
Well,
because
'cause, yeah, I was actually gonna ask if that was
No,
a
it-
thought.
no,
not my thought.
Yeah, but
There you
the
go.
other, yeah.
That is not a
Those
thought I
are the
had.
lawyers. But nah, it's super smart because I have a friend that actually got sued because she used to be a contracted dog walker
Yeah.
for a guy that owned obviously a dog walking company, and one of the
What's the name of the dog walking company?
what was that?
What's the name of the dog walking company?
Walk a lot.
We walk your
In
dogs.
Boston?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know somebody that owns a dog walking company. That's why I'm at.
But long story short, the girl got cool with the owners of the dogs,
the dog,
and since
yeah.
the owner's not the one physically going there touching the people and walking the dogs, obviously they build some level of trust. And then she's like, oh, I don't need this dude. I'm gonna just call these people directly. They got my number and stuff, and she got sued for that.
Sick.
So yeah, like
Wait, so she had people walk the dogs for her?
no.
She went and did
What?
the
She
walks.
over. It's like, for example, somebody takes the class for Majestic Trades, right?
Yeah.
And they start their own thing.
They
and
call it
does-
Majestic
yeah,
Trades.
Yeah, Majestic Trades, and
Yeah.
they're like, oh, we got an 80%. Follow what I've been doing. You know what I mean? Doing
Right.
basically everything he's doing, but marketing it for themselves
Yeah.
type thing. You know what I mean?
She
So
was taking the bread off herself.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
She was like, I mean,
stealing clients. Yeah.
That's basically what it
I
was.
mean, for her, it made sense. She was like, yo, I'm giving. If they're paying you $27 an hour and you're paying me $15 an hour,
Yeah.
Like, what? I'm
I'm gonna go get the 27 an hour.
I'm gonna need that 12.
No.
But what's,
Nah, yeah, definitely.
and it also helps the people that are paying know that, okay, this is an experience that I'm only gonna get.
Yeah, you
Because
specific.
it would suck that if I take this class 3 months later, it comes out for $300, and I'm like, wait, what?
That's
I
the
spent
shit.
8
That's the
hours.
slimy- That's the slimy shit I'm definitely trying to stay away from.
People remember that.
Yeah, because I definitely don't want, that bad rep. Like I said, I was going to raffle, like I just told you earlier, I was going to raffle off that last seat, but then Hayden bought it. His name's Hayden, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Hayden.
yeah.
So then Hayden bought it. I could have done some slimy shit and been like, yo, one more seats have been added. We're going to raffle this one off.
Yeah.
40 slots, you know what I mean? I could have done some grimy shit like that, but it's just like, I'm not going to tarnish my name for a few bucks. I'm not going to
Yeah.
tarnish my name for a few
You
bucks.
hear it,
Say
folks.
that.
I'm good, bro.
You can't
Talk
do
your
that.
Shit. No,
You can't
sir.
do that.
People always want a lot of people will fall for the quick kill. You
Yeah,
know,
no.
instead of just building up small kills, that don't amount something larger than that. but-
That shit doesn't sit right with me. You know what I mean? Like, I already made I made a good amount of money selling the class, but it's 7 years of hard work that goes into that.
Right.
People look at it and it's like, yo, he had 18 seats at $1,800. Damn, this nigga made X amount in one day.
They count your pockets.
Don't
Already.
Don't do that
Already
because you don't
doing
know the 7 years that I went through to get to
yeah.
here. You know what I
Right.
mean? To be able to sell it at that price.
Yeah.
Like my value, I created my own value by learning all this shit. The hours spent, on
Absolutely.
YouTube, learning this shit.
YouTube.
Like,
It's been well documented.
It's funny because
Especially on
when I was talking to my boy, I was like, well, here's the thing. You could learn on YouTube and you can learn by yourself, but that's going to take you 36 hours and probably longer. So you're going to get not a crash course, but you're going to get a course where you don't have to fish and search for information.
Or cut out the bullshit.
Or cut out the
Exactly.
bullshit.
So you don't have to do 36 hours of research. You could do the class for 8 hours
with a physical person there.
with a person there.
And you
Ask
can
all the
ask questions.
ask all the dumbass questions you got in your little ass brain. Ask them all.
You know how stupid I used to be looking at some YouTube videos like, damn, hold on. What the fuck does that mean?
Right.
But I couldn't ask. Well, I'm going to stand there and ask YouTube.
Yeah.
They're knocking on the screen. What
Like,
it means?
bro, what does that mean? Nah, like, I'm going to be physically there. So people
Out here
who
thinking
aren't-
like Dora, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
talk back to you.
Talk back to the screen.
If you want to stop wasting your time, take the course, man. That's fine. Well, you can't
Well,
take it
you
now.
can't
You can't take it now,
But I'm just
but
saying, like,
You should've taken-
invest in yourself. But the next time my man got something going on,
Yeah,
invest in yourself.
This definitely won't be the last time that I offer. It
I think
won't
you're gonna
be
fall
my
in love with
secret.
it. I think you're gonna fall in love with
I
it.
don't think I'd do something like exposing my secrets, like how I'm gonna do with this class, but something for like what I do want to get into is like beginners. You know what I mean? Like starting people out, people who starting out who don't know shit about the stock market. Because to take this one, you gotta at least have some sort of
idea.
about stocks and stock trading and shit. But I want to do one, hopefully, God willing, in the coming months for beginners. So
That's what's up, and I think that's like one of probably the biggest area of opportunity there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because I think at least in my opinion, I think like the vast majority of people think they understand what the stock market is, but don't really understand it.
It's a whole other.
Yeah, they.
Because you got yourself, you probably looking at like 5-6 websites a day at least, something like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? On top of like your chats and like looking at the markets and shit, it's a lot.
It's at least 6.
Yeah.
At least 6.
So it's like it really is no easy task, and that's why I applaud you still for keeping at this. Because like I said, I remember the first time we interviewed you, I was like, "Yo, what about forex and shit like that?" I'm like, because that's how people, that's what people be
get
offering
rich.
me. They be offering like that. I'm like, bro, hell no.
What you say about forex?
We laughed at him.
Yeah, we laughed at it. Yeah, because it's like
We didn't say nothing mean.
we ain't saying nothing mean, but it's like, listen, this
wanna
shit
get,
works.
I did want to get a forex trader in here because
We gonna air them out.
Well, what it is you have to have conversations with people. I might not agree with whatever the fuck you're doing. I still want to have the conversation to
wanna hear
see
you out.
how you got there, what happened. Why does this style work for you? Because maybe that style computes in their brain better than something else. Because the way I learned something from me, it's not about what I'm being taught; it's about how it's being taught to me, or so how it's being communicated to me.
Right.
And so maybe they have the best communicator in the world. That you know what I mean? That convinced them that forex is it.
That's true.
That's what,
There's shit I want to say that I can't say.
words are powerful. That's all I'm gonna
literally,
say.
We got to edit
I
it.
know, yeah.
We got to edit it.
No. So when I sat down with I don't have like a whole fucking 4 or 5 people. Like I don't have like actual legal, but like I do have a specific person that helps me with stuff like this. And he was like, yo, you gotta start watching what you say. Because cancel culture is real. Not only cancel culture, but like the way people look at stuff. You don't want to, like I said earlier, tarnish my name.
Yeah.
So like on that topic, I rather just not even say shit on it. Before I used to, if you go back to
Yeah.
To air them out.
I used to say.
Well, how do you feel? Can I ask you about because there's people trade currency and then people do the call outs where they're betting on the market to go down or up for a specific time, right? Can you speak about that? Am I wilding?
Yeah, like binary or something like that.
I forget what it is,
I'm
but
pretty sure it's called binary. Where like, is it gonna be up or down?
yeah.
I look at that as gambling. You might as well go to Vegas.
That's what I tell people.
The fuck? What kind of research can you do? Like,
That's what I tell people. I'm like,
I guess the charts, sure, but it's like.
but because you lose all your money, it's not like a
it's a
percentage.
bet.
Yeah, it's a bet. It's a
not,
straight bet.
like with stocks. Like if you trade stocks, you put 4,000 in, you
You're
lose
not-
10%. You're down $400. All right, cool. I still got 3,600.
Yeah, then you could make money off.
Yeah,
compound.
I don't know if that's how that works. I have no
I don't
knowledge
think
on it,
so.
but You lose all your money, then that shit's a bet. You might as well grab that and put it on the Celtics money line.
That's what I was trying to tell people. I was so confused. I'm like, bro, that sounds like if I lose all my money, I'm done
Sounds
for
too
the
much.
day.
Yeah, it sounds like too high risk too. Because at least with like Vegas gambling or like betting on the Celtics, shit like that, you can have some kind of fun with it.
Yeah.
This shit, I feel stocks are just like not that you can't have fun with stocks, but they really you gotta be
on
really
it.
fucking
You had
on the ball about that
$4,000
shit.
and it's gone.
And it's good. But
Hey, are you a
Like,
betting
what do you
man?
do, bro?
Are you a betting man? Are you a gambling man?
I
at all?
used to. So I used to bet. Like I used to do like little parlays and shit here and there. But I don't really fuck with it because I'm just like a big heavy on sports thing. So I realized that I used to be betting with my heart, bro.
Yeah, emotional
yeah,
betting.
yeah,
emotional
yeah.
betting.
Hard back
That's
in the
too
day.
tough.
Bro,
No
I'm
knowledge,
so-
just love him.
What?
Yeah.
The Yankees, they definitely beating this team.
Yeah.
Psych. But crazy that how far we've come along. Like I stopped. Like gambling was cool and all, but it's a it's a thing that fucked up my family. So I definitely was, treading lightly on that shit.
Right.
So I cut that shit off, quickly a few years
Any
back.
casinos?
Nah.
Nah.
No, I'm just like,
Go
because
to-
you know what? Because
go-
casinos is a little fun, bro. I
'Cause, bro,
can only spend like $100 or $50 and then I'm out of there, though. I'm not.
Nah, because my type of, the shit that I used to do is like, go to the bodega, place a little bet on the.
Oh, he was serious. Yeah, he
bookie
was
shit.
serious.
So it was like, and then this was before I even got into stocks. So this was 2013. And then it got to the point where I started, I was like, damn, I don't like the feeling that I'm getting. Like, this is kind of off. So
feel like,
I'm like, fuck no, bro. I don't like that. The downs were down and the highs were highs, but it was just like,
It evens out, right?
yeah, exactly. But then it was like just like a constant reminder, like, yo, my family split up because of this shit. Like, my dad had a gambling addiction back in DR and shit. So that shit was like, that's why I say I was like treading on lightly.
But the thing is, man, in DR, that shit's in your face everywhere, and they put
it's
the
legal. It's like gotta how there are corner stores here. There are like betting. What are they called? The bancas.
Bancas, yeah. Yo, but the thing is, bro, they're like super tiny. It's just one booth, but they make them flashy as hell, super like neon
shit, I
lights,
never knew
colorful
that.
as hell.
Yeah.
Man, it's in your face.
It's
Wow.
definitely
There's commercials, all that shit.
So Jeffrey, I gotta ask, bro, what's next for Majestic Trades? You hit the 200 client mark. You got NFL players. Class. This seems just like, what more can Jeffrey do in the coming year or even the coming
I
years?
can get my packages back from Wix.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah,
can
that's
get
true.
my packages back.
Wait, what happened to your packages?
They stripped me of my fuck. I can't sell the packages on Wix right now. They're not allowing me to.
Oh,
not?
the site building. That's what it is, right?
Yeah, the site building.
They
shit, because
hating?
They said I'm a. What's the word that they used? I told my guy to put it on.
You said, yeah, it was like unlicensed.
It was it was like no independent, unlicensed financial advisor. They said that's what I was.
They said independent, like it's a bad thing, though. You know what I'm
what the
saying?
fuck? Like I could be independent.
Yeah, literally.
I think it was
AKA, we don't know what you are and we don't want to deal with your shit.
AKA,
We just picked
AKA,
4 words
We see
and
that you're
missed-
a minority and you're trying to.
Exactly.
We
Yeah.
see that you're a minority, and over the past fucking 30 days, you've made over $50,000, and we kind of got some questions for you, type of shit.
Yeah.
That's what it was, bro.
And this
Yeah,
is
Let's
bro.
be real. Let's call it what it is, bro.
And this is actually something you talked about too. You was like, in Wall Street, there's not a lot of minority groups in
No.
there.
Yeah, so
you
as soon
said,
as you
like-
see one motherfucker stepping in, it's like, okay, hold on, who the fuck is this? But
He might fuck up our money.
he might fuck up, but it's like, bro, I'm doing my own thing. I don't think it was like Wall Street thing. I just feel like Wix was like, what the fuck is he selling that he made
That he
$50,000
making
in
this
a month? What is this?
Yeah.
So then they started looking at, because they didn't start looking at me until, I guess the classes were completely sold. But at the same time, I'm thinking like, yo, they never had an issue with me. I never had an issue with them.
Yeah.
4 years, and then all of a sudden, they mysteriously start looking at my shit. So it's either, as fucking cocky as this is gonna sound, I made too much money,
That's what it is, brother.
or somebody reported me, and I don't know which one it is. It could be either or. That's why I'm like, yo, I don't.
I think that the key term that would have ruffled my feathers at least was unlicensed,
Yeah,
right?
the unlicensed shit.
Because it's just because I don't got the the
Qualifications.
credentials from an institution that
Doesn't
you
mean I
value.
can't.
That don't mean shit.
At
Right.
all, bro. That's what
I don't
got
mean
me
shit.
pissed, because it's like, bro, you don't know the hours I put in. You don't know how clearly it's working. If fucking-
People are
my
giving me
retention
money,
rate is crazy.
exactly.
Yeah.
If people are giving me their hard-earned money, it's for a reason.
And you
For a
put that
reason.
shit on IG, so you can show them it works too.
Yeah,
like
bro,
you know
I
what I'm saying, the
posted that
wins
shit
and shit.
everywhere, and I let them know. I'm like, yo, there's a disclaimer on my site too. There's always been a disclaimer on my site that says I'm not a financial advisor. I don't pretend to be a financial advisor. I don't pretend to be licensed. I don't pretend to be a broker. Like, it specifically says what I am. I give you what I'm doing. You can follow that if you want to. If
Yeah.
you don't, cool. Keep
Right.
it pushing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to follow me. I'm not licensed. I don't pretend to be, like I said. But to them, I guess it's an issue. So I don't know how long it's going to be until I can start accepting new clients. But
And it wasn't like that even when you rate, because I remember it used to be $50 a month, right? Or like $49.99 a month. And then for the 1 year, you bumped it up to $69.99.
Yeah.
So even that, they still were even like suspicious of, right? They even like,
yeah, they weren't fucking with me at all, bro. I'm telling you, like, none of this shit started till like the classes.
yeah.
Well, I'd feel as soon as I
That's-
sold the last class, it kind of got weird because I would go on my site and like I would see shit like, oh, like Wix does what was it that they said? They said something along the lines of like, yo, we do like checkups on websites to make sure that they're following guidelines and all this bullshit.
Yeah, they try to hit you with the guideline shit.
Look, so this is a random checking.
And I'm like, oh, cool, yeah.
It's like the NFL with freaking
Random
random
pat
ass
down.
drug
Yeah.
tests.
I'm like, oh, nice, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jeff just threw for 400 yards. Roger Goodell's got a piss
Yeah.
test waiting for him right
Yeah,
there.
right
you know
after-
what I'm
right
saying?
after.
Now you want to check me, but
Yeah.
like I said, I fully expect to be, back live and running, hopefully next week, if not the week after. But I don't pay attention and I don't get mad at shit that I can't control. So
Well, because you end up using all that energy for that specific thing, and then you have no focus for anything else.
for anything else, and it's
For no
just like-
growth, for no process, and it's like, so now you take it out here and here.
Yeah, like that shit's real, bro. The energy you put out is the energy you're gonna get back in.
Facts.
So if I'm pissed off, annoyed, fuck, bro, like they shut me down, I'm probably gonna lose on that next trade that I do, just because my energy is off. You know what I mean? So if your energy, I'm big on energy. That's why I'm just like
fact.
mellowed out throughout this whole situation.
And especially running a company of your magnitude, you gotta have a clear head. You gotta be.
Yeah,
you know
and it's
what I'm
like
saying?
they did stop my bag because that's
Right.
that's
income.
my money. That's my income.
Even
you
if
know
it
what
was
I mean?
one person, it doesn't matter. That's my bread.
That's my bread. And on top of that, there's money that was tied up in Wix that they're not giving me at the same time. Because Wix, the way that they do it is they do payouts. So it's like, do you want, daily payouts, weekly or monthly? I did weekly. So every week, there was a specific day where I got deposited all the people that were charged. Like they would accumulate and they would send out a payment. So all of that shit has been stopped for the last week. So basically I've
Oh shit, they owe you
lost
bread,
some
bro.
bread.
They owe you
I've
that.
lost
They
some
owe you that
fucking
check.
bread.
Hell no.
Hopefully it comes with the convenience fee now too, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Shit.
because it's funny because you could end up. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm saying you could end up. That's how people get sued because it's like, well, you don't know what I was gonna do with that money. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because that money was gonna make more money for me.
Like, imagine I didn't, you know what I mean, have, like, the trading. Imagine I needed that money, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, imagine I had, like, a fucking handyman business, and I needed that money to pay my bills, and you
Yeah.
stopped it because, X, Y, and Z didn't fit your guidelines or some shit.
Right.
Whatever.
I'll leave.
Whatever the-
I'll
Yeah.
leave.
Whatever the bullshit may be, but Jeff Pena, bro, thank you for coming on, man.
Appreciate
this was
y'all,
some
dog.
Hey,
solid
and tell
ass
people where they
interview.
can find you at. Give them the IG, the website, all
Yeah,
that.
so the IG is Majestic Trades. You can message me there. I always reply to all my DMs. The website,
It goes down to the DMs.
it goes
It
down.
goes
It,
down
go,
in the
it indeed
DM.
goes down. in the DMs.
The website is majesticstocktrades.com. Currently, you can't buy any packages, but hopefully we have that back up and running soon. God
Now, did
willing.
that affect your merch too?
No, the merch is good because the merch is not.
The merch is on
No, it's
the
just
website.
packages,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Oh, it's just packaged. Oh, okay. I got you now.
That's-
Yeah.
They're stopping that, but yeah, Majestic Trades on Instagram. That's the best way to reach me.
All right, excellent.
Fantastic.
And of course, bro, the shout out minute. Anyone you want to give a shout out to, real quick? Now's the time. Now's the, speak your mind.
Shout out, man, to everybody that supported me, man, since day one. Including you guys as well, bro.
100%.
Like I
Come
said,
on,
y'all
man.
brought me on here before the glow up, before the $1 million
Before the
offer,
class.
before all that shit. So yeah, definitely appreciate you guys. So I want to take this time to appreciate y'all.
Thank you, bro.
I
Yo,
appreciate
thank you,
you,
thank
bro.
you for sure.
Family as well. My daughters, Chanel and Sophia, my fiance Scarlett. Yeah, everybody that supported me, like I said, since day one, man. And if this did happen, if somebody did report me, shout out to them as well.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Have a good day.
Because we're about to glow the fuck up after
Right
this.
after
Hey,
that.
hey,
Try reporting this.
manifest that.
Facts.
Mike, what's in your mind, bro?
Yo, man. I'm excited to have all three of my guys
That's what I'm
here,
saying.
man.
We
Both
back.
of
It's
my
first
guys
time
here,
in a
man. I
couple
feel
weeks.
good, bro. I feel real good, for real.
Yes, sir.
For real. Shout out to you
Fire-ass
guys, man.
interview,
Thank you for
man.
the opportunity to allow me to keep doing this with you guys, man. Majestic Trades, Jeff Pena. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for coming up here, bro.
Thank y'all for having me.
No,
Of course,
come on,
always
man.
a new story with Jeff Pena.
Absolutely.
That's what I love.
Shout out to all the supporters. Shout out to everybody liking, sharing, all that good stuff, man. It helps the channel a lot.
Absolutely.
Shout out my family, and lastly, God.
Yes, sir. And, hey, you've been working, bro. So
Hey.
you shouting out. Come on.
Hey.
Hey, pump your chest out a little bit for this one,
I ain't
man.
seen this man in weeks because he
Pump
been
your
working.
chest out a
call
little
this-
bit, man.
I call this dude. He be like, "Yo, I'm about to get ready for a show." I'm like,
Nah, listen.
Sold out.
Listen. Nah, for real. Shout out God, man. Shout out myself because I love myself. I work hard, but I do. Like, yo,
Fact.
I struggle with a lot of shit. I just work through it. You feel me?
That's the way to do it, bro.
And I feel like a lot of times people don't give themselves enough credit. And so that's why I shout myself up, because I love myself. I love myself for being the man I am, for taking care of my family, for whatever I do, I stand by. I never had to not stand by what I did. Whatever I did, I stood by it. I love myself, and I got through it. You know, yo, Pena, thank you for coming out. It's important for people to see people that look like us.
Yeah, bro.
Getting to it. Not. It's not about the offer. It's about getting to it and still being local and still being reachable, because we need kids to see it. Yeah. You know, we need kids to look at you and think that's normal. We need people to look at you and think it's
he looked
normal.
like me, I can do that too.
It's normal for a nigga to turn down 1.5. Why? Because my company's gonna get bigger, because I'm gonna get more than that, because I got pride in what I do. And so when people see that, it creates a better environment for everybody, because there's going to be 1 or 2 kids that come out just like you. There's going to be 2 adults that look to you and do the same thing. So that's going to create a positive energy. Guys, thanks for coming out here, bro. Like, it's fire working with niggas. I love it, bro. Pete, hit it, Pete.
Bro, man, I got to shout out everyone that's been fucking with us since day one. Obviously, Jeff Pena, number 1, in here for the 3rd time in under a year.
3-peat,
I
baby.
know, hit that 3-peat like the Lakers.
Just know that.
But yeah, man, that's what I got to mostly give a shout out to. The freaking, everyone supporting us since day one. We coming up on a year. So it's been a beautiful, beautiful year.
Facts.
And we'd love to have you, and we're going to continue to have you. So thank you. And
Yo,
since-
before we close,
absolutely, what
yo,
we need.
make sure you subscribe to the channel. Say
Facts.
that.
That's how we get
podcast
paid.
on YouTube.
That's how we get
say
paid.
That's
_that_pod on
what I'm
Instagram. Show
saying.
some love.
Like, comment, subscribe. You
Come
know
on,
the deal.
man.
And if you don't know the deal, well, guess what? Don't say this.
Say that.
that.
Lafuimo.
Peace.